Hey everyone, welcome back to the LBP speedrunning guide. Today we're going to be looking at Burning Forest. Enter the level by doing a pause load. This will disable the monkey's dialog box so you can start running to the right straight away. Edge jump across these platforms. Careful not to fall into the fire, but if you do, you can usually jump out. Jump straight past this monkey and make your way up to land on the first buffalo. Stand on the highest point of the buffalo's back and time a jump as it bobs upwards to land on this buffalo that's back a layer. Do the same on this buffalo too, but this time jump up to the bridge as soon as you can and start running right. You can try doing an LCJ here to get into the range of the emitter to spawn the next buffalo early, but otherwise just run past and hop on the earliest buffalo you can. Wait through the auto-scroller. Get the checkpoint in the middle if you want to be safe, and then stand on the base of the slope of the buffalo's back as it starts going down the big hill. If you do a well-timed run and jump off of the buffalo, you can skip the first two sponges, swing off the third and carry some momentum with some bunny hops over to the next section. To play it safe though, you can just grab the second or even the first sponge as intended. Swing across the next set of sponges as normal. If you want to try getting a bit more speed, you can try and land on the third sponge to start edge jumping across them, but this is pretty precise and it doesn't save much time. There's also an even riskier strat here, where you can jump into the jaws of one of the crocodiles to get launched to the end of the sponge section. We call this croc fling, but it's not really recommended in runs as it's pretty difficult. Walk or jump off the ledge here to try and land on this slope, so you can carry some momentum past the enemies. Drop down a layer to avoid the extra steps and fall straight down to the next pit. It's a good idea to grab the last sponge so you can see where the enemies are before you decide to keep going, but once you practice enough, you'll end up knowing where they're going to be depending on what pace you're on. Do the same for the next drop. Grab the last sponge to see the enemy positions, get past the obstacles, and complete the remainder of the level as intended. Again, there's a strat here to jump into the first croc's mouth to get launched, but it's pretty risky. There's also a chance you might have gotten flung by one of the crocs in the drop earlier. If it did end up happening, you should try to anticipate it so you can use it to your advantage. When it comes to this little hill before the scoreboard, you should avoid running up it and instead time a jump so you can reach the top without slowing down. By this point you can quit to the pod early and run straight to the scoreboard. That's all of Burning Forest. Deaths in this level are pretty punishing, so it's perfectly fine just to take a second or two, just to be safe. We'll see you next time on the shortest level in the run, the Meerkat Kingdom. See you later.